How you doing, everyone? Welcome to this special live stream. I know it's not the normal setup here, um, or we had a lot of news happen, so I decided to go live. I've had someone ask me to go ahead and go live. We are live right now on TikTok. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Rumble. So, if you read the title of this short live stream, it is talking. I'm talking about the war that is kicked off in Israel with Iran. This was because Israel attacked, I guess you could say, embassy or something in Damascus, and it just it's led to a big mess. Last week on one of my episodes, I didn't do an episode on Friday. Had a lot of stuff going on this weekend and next weekend. Don't know if I'm gonna do Friday shows, but yeah, they Israel went ahead and attacked the embassy or something like that, and all of a sudden now we have a war going on. We have a war going on. Iran sent drone missiles to Israel, and right before coming live, I went ahead and got a notification that said Israel. Let me make sure TikTok. If you can hear me on TikTok, please give me thumbs up. Um, that they were sending ballistic missiles. This is from the Iranian uh, backed militia media, and I was waiting to see if the president would come on and discuss this with the nation. They were making a statement like that, but I didn't see nothing yet. So again, we are on YouTube, we are on Rumble, and we are on TikTok. I went ahead and picked this up specifically for this live stream right here. Um, but yeah, we're having it looks like war. It looks like war is about to happen. Could this lead to World War III? I don't know. Okay, so Wall Street Journal. I just got a report at Wall Street Journal, and I saw this on Fox. The United States has shot down a drone that was flying towards Israel. So now now America is involved with this stuff, and man, what is going on in the world? Does this mean World War III? Does this mean that that we're going into war with Iran? Well, no, Israel's going into war right now. This would explain why Israel pulled back their military presence going against Hamas. And we saw this from John Kirby, the national security advisor. He said that look, Israel is going ahead and they're doing this. They're doing this to protect themselves from a future conflict. It's there's a lot going on today, ladies and gentlemen. A lot going on. I was not planning on talking at all today about politics. I was at the church doing some stuff for an event we have that's coming up, and it looks like it's going to be pretty big. I want to go ahead and pull up. Let's go pull up Fox News on this screen right here to see if anything else is happening. And I use Fox News most of the time for my stories. And we're going to go ahead and try to pull this on the screen as well. Again, we are on Rumble, we are on YouTube, and we are also on TikTok. We got some big follow. If you have a question, let me go. Yeah, there it is. Hey, that's the one. Hey, if you use CNN, my friend, use CNN. I use Fox News. I would try to use it. If you see me looking off to the left, that is because I am on TikTok as well, and it's giving me some issues right now. We got a phone call just a little while ago. Go ahead and take care of this. Yeah. So, all right. So I'm back. All right. Again, if you're watching on TikTok or on YouTube, go ahead and comment your thoughts. Um, my thoughts on everything that's going on today. Well, look, first off, I told a lot of people that the end is near. What do I mean by that? I'm not talking about the end of the world. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I believe that Jesus Christ is coming back and he's coming back soon. I tell everybody on my show, hey, don't be faint of heart because Jesus has overcome the world. We just got to put our faith, our trust in belief in what Jesus Christ has done for us at the cross. Unfortunately, my friend, on TikTok, I can't fix my it is not connected to that. It's just a regular feed. Let me go ahead and fix this. This is very last minute. I'm gonna tell you. Okay. Uh, all right. Let me know on TikTok if you can hear me better now. I put a speaker on you guys. Again, going with the statement, I am a Christian. I believe that the end of the world is near, but it's not in a way that everybody's thinking like it's gonna be doom and gloom. I believe Jesus Christ is coming back, and the signs of the times, according to Matthew chapter 24, are that there's gonna be wars and rumors of wars. And Jesus said the end is not yet, it's coming. And he was talking about Israel in Matthew 24. So that's my first take when I first heard this. Wow, we're as that old song says, soon and very soon we are going to see the King. So Jesus is coming back. If you're a Bible believing Christian that believes in that, guess what? Jesus is coming back and he's coming back soon. Now, politically about this, look, Israel has always been attacked from every angle, and they're surrounded by their enemies. So again, what when happened? What happened in Israel tried to take out some people in Iran, and some people call it a consulate, some people don't. This happened in Damascus again. I really, I don't know I don't know all the ins and outs of that, but Iran has been threatening to attack Israel for years. It's not nothing new. It's not nothing new under the sun that Iran was trying to attack Israel. Um, some people believe that this isn't something they're just trying to send these drones to show Israel or flex their muscles. Show Israel, hey, y'all shot down these people, y'all shot this consulate, whatever. We're gonna retaliate with you. But when we start getting news articles and news reports of them sending ballistic missiles, I really think Iran is trying to say, hey, tell Israel, hey, back off for whatever you're doing with Hamas. You remember, Iran is the number one state terrorist support in the world. And I think that Israel is one of their prime targets. And they support people like Hamas. They support people like Hezbollah. They support people like ISIS K. They support all these people. They support terrorist groups, ladies and gentlemen. This is not new. Okay, this is why they're one of the Israels of America. They were one of the enemies of America. I want to see what happens. Well, in America's response, we already got word. Now, look, this is unscripted, not prep for this or nothing. Um, America has already shot down a drone for Israel, so that's showing that we're supporting Israel. Um, I think it's time to get Israel some aid and take on these bullies head on. Okay, we already know that Iran were backed Hamas for the October 7th incident. We already know that they're backing Hezbollah, which they're coming from Lebanon. We know that this is happening. We know that this stuff is going on right now. And as we get new stories, I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at the internet right here, the news. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. It is it is scary, but we need to support Israel. And I heard that the president was going to make a statement to the America. I don't know when that's going to happen yet. When that happens, I might go live. I'm probably going to make a couple of videos on this stuff. But Israel needs to be protected. Israel needs help. And if you're watching this, I think you should go ahead and say a prayer for Israel. I want to see, you know, what's going on with I want to see what the pro Hamas people think about this. Okay, because there's a lot of people out there that are supporting Hamas. They try to say it's the Palestinians, but this isn't the Palestinians they're supporting Hamas because most of the Palestinians support Hamas and what they did. I'm making that point obvious right now. I want to see will we have protests for pro-Iranian people because Israel went ahead and shot a consulate. Okay, I want to see what happens going forward with this. Will the United States back Israel? Well, Isaac, they are backing Israel. You said they shot down a drone. Yes, but they were backing Israel with Hamas as well. And guess what happened? Oh, you had some left wing group that supports Palestine, and you had the president. Oh no! Oh no! No! I'm not supporting. I'm not supporting Israel. Israel needs to protect the civilians. And the whole left, where you had Nancy Pelosi and you had Chuck Schumer calling for Israel to remove their prime minister and to tell the Congress not to send any aid or any weapon. Okay, man. You know what? You have your name right on your TikTok name, Rebel Communist. Hey, you need to go. If you don't like this, hey, go. Israel is not a fascist country. Neither is it America or England. Stop. That's some of the free world. Let's go to TikTok. I'm not getting no comments on YouTube or Rumble. Netanyahu does need to go, but they ain't against sending aid. Oh, Nancy Pelosi, I have a news article. Nancy Pelosi said, "Hey, we should stop sending aid to Israel." That's no business being involved with. No, Israel, we should because Israel is the only free nation in Iran, in the Middle East right now. America isn't a fascist country. No, no, it's not. Well, so let's go according to this. A lot of policies that are happening that Biden is trying to push. They try. You lie. No, you lie, man. You lie. Hey, back it up. Back it up. Come on, shoot me articles or give me some facts. I wonder if you know that would not be America without the help of France. Yeah, well, the Revolutionary War, that's history. The French helped us win in the Revolutionary War. Now, do you know that America saved France in World War II? Just saying. That's what allies do. We got a lot of comments coming up on TikTok. So YouTube, if y'all want to keep up, Rumble, please share some live stream chats with me. Uh, well, she's not leadership anymore, but the majority of the House supports aid. They do, but it's kind of funny that the Democrats want to go ahead and send Ukraine aid and send Israel aid at the same time. And, okay, communist pop, whatever your name is. Um, you telling me I'm lying? Prove that I'm lying. Prove that I'm lying. That's all I'm gonna ask. Prove that I'm lying. But you see, you can't. You don't have facts on your side. Or you can say I'm a liar and say I'm not telling the truth, and I am. All right. So Israel is under attack by Iran. Like I said, they knew this was coming. This made a lot of sense. Now I criticize Israel. Now when they pulled back, but it looks like they had a lot more intel than we had, and they didn't tell us everything that was going on in what was happening. But they still plan to go ahead and they still plan to go ahead and take care of Rama and all that. Now, I want to ask you a question. If you're listening on YouTube, Rumble, if you're listening on live stream right now on TikTok, please go ahead and hit the share button and hit the like button. Go ahead and tell your friends all about the Cajun Conservative. This is a special live stream that I'm doing to go ahead and make aware of what's going on in the Middle East. I mean, the Middle East is in chaos. The whole world's in chaos. I'm going to tell you this right now. The world is up in smoke. And a lot of people say, well, it's Biden's fault. Well, I'm not going to go that far and say it's Biden's fault. But I will say this: the world is up in arms right now. There's tons of people that are going. That is it's we have China threatening to attack Taiwan. We have Russia attacking Ukraine for 2 years. We have Hamas attacking Israel. We have this now, and it's in smoke. It's in smoke. Now, look, I had a conversation with somebody a while back. well, today, earlier today, we are talking about this, and this is why I put my hope and faith in Jesus Christ. I'm going to make that point obvious here on the Cajun Conservative Show. I put my faith and trust in Jesus, and I believe that the Lord is it's all going to work out. But this is disturbing. This is very disturbing right now. Let's see. And look, I agree. Okay, as a country, we should be spending money on programs that build people up. Well, look, the only problem with that is the Democrat Party has been trying to do that for years. And every time there's a problem with the Democrat Party, they send money somewhere. And guess what? It never fixes it. That'll be the only thing. It depends on the program, too. You know, if you're going to send programs for EVs, electric vehicles, and all, you need to go ahead and EVs don't work and all that stuff. Uh, every time we do what? The right calls it socialism. Uh, well, there's a lot of socialism in the left wing party. Man, you know, okay, you people that are saying Jesus God let children be burned with cancer, explain. I'm not gonna tell you that evil don't exist in the world. That's because of sin. Sin went ahead and caused this world to crumble. It wasn't God's fault. It was humans' fault. All right, so we got a live stream right here. We got somebody from Rumble that just went ahead and commented they are surrounded by people that hate them. They have a God given right to defend at any cost. I agree with you, Lovejoy. This is one of my good friends. He asked me if I can go live and talk about this stuff. Yes, and you know Israel does have the right to defend themselves. That's something you know. Even going with the Hamas war, you know, the Jew Israel was criticized by every nation that they were not defending the they weren't protecting the civilians, and they wanted Israel to stop their war. That's the problem. You know, Israel has a right to defend themselves. There will be civilian casualties, unfortunately, in the middle in war. We had casualties and civilian casualties in the Iraq war. There's going to be unfortunate, but yes, Israel has every right to defend themselves, and Israel needs to defend themselves, especially in this position they're in. Again, I want to pose this question: Will with Iran doing this, and if Israel has to attack Iran, will there be any pushback to say, "Oh, we need to protect the civilian"? Uh, Oh, Jesus can cure cancer. I don't know. I don't even know why we having this conversation. We're not even talking about biblical stuff, but no, Jesus can heal cancer. He has already. Yeah, look, I don't know why God allows certain things. I'm not going to sit here and say I know the answers. But you know, hey, if you want to go ahead and continue talking, go ahead and talk. All right. Let's see what else we got. Sin is the issue. I'm going to tell you this. Out the Middle East, let Israel fight their own battles with their own money. Well, okay, I got a question to ask you. Pull the now 46. Do you think that we should do the same thing with Ukraine? And if you say yes, well, I'll give you props for that. But if you say no, we need to support Ukraine, all right. I'm not inviting nobody to the live stream. So, uh, man, I know. Okay, stop. Okay, so if you're a political genius, you go ahead and make a podcast, which I encourage you to do if you want to go ahead and make your voice heard. But I have a right to free speech. See, that's the problem with you. And you already probably knew you're on the left. You think you have the right to speak your propaganda wherever you want, but a conservative can't come on a platform and speak his mind. Come on, man. Free speech works both ways. Okay, so look, hey, I give you props. I think Israel should be supported by America because they're the ally and they're our ally, known ally since 1948. Ukraine is fighting Russia. They should get some aid. Now, I don't think the United States should push to say, hey, let's go ahead and go full force like Biden's doing. Biden wants to fund the whole war in Ukraine and not fund hardly nothing in Israel. So I agree with you. If you look, hey, props to you. You don't agree that America should send money to Ukraine. I agree with you. I don't think that either. Israel just got into these wars and they need help. Now, this is the difference with Ukraine and with America, though. Now, America is sending uh, uh, weapons to Ukraine. Israel is buying our weapons, and we give them, you know, that they can buy more weapons. That's how it works. So, Let's see what else we got. We have some people that don't know what they're talking about on this live stream. All right. Again, on Rumble, you can go ahead and comment as well. I see your comments on the screen. I'm trying to find to where I could get, let me get out of this for a second, and, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can open up another page with the news. So we have, let's see. All right, so we got Fox News up. Go ahead and, bring it onto the screen right here. Let's see. Oh, all right. Trying to get to it. Yeah, so that's the breaking news. US military shoots down Iranian drone targeting Jewish state as warnings rain out. So there's warnings going on in Israel right now. I'm trying to, let's see. There we go. Okay. Yep. Let's share the screen. Let's just go with this right here. There we go. All right. So let's see what we got going on with Israel right now. So this is what's happening. Um so they're Iran, let's go ahead and pull this up right here. I'll go on ABC. It don't matter. I see. I look at. I just pull Fox News because that's the first thing I think of when I go to look for news. But I have pulled ABC already. It's all Biden's fault, right? No, I will say this isn't Biden's fault. You know, this is not. This doesn't have nothing to do with Biden because Iran always hated Israel. They always hated Israel. So you can't. I can't blame Biden for this. Iran was going to attack Israel no matter what. Yeah, you can't blame Biden for this. Iran has their own problems, and Israel has their own problems. So I'm not going to blame Biden. What I will blame Biden though for, if it happens, that Biden goes ahead and says, "Hey, I'm going to go and support Israel." Then a couple of weeks, they stop supporting Israel. Then I'll blame. That's what I have to blame Biden for. I can't blame Biden for anything else. It's all Hunter Biden's fault. No, it's not Hunter. See, okay, I don't know if y'all on the left, but the way you're talking, I'm assuming y'all are. Okay, we go ahead and we bring y'all what's happening in the news today, and we tell y'all what we think is going on. And when stuff like this happens, oh, y'all blame the Bidens. No, it's Iran. Iran gave us problems. Well, Iran gave Israel problems. They shot in. Man, some people on the left, I don't understand y'all. I don't try to understand y'all. My brain hurts when I try. All right. W Lovejoy wrote on Rumble. The people that have no idea vote. It's scary. It is scary. That's one that I need to put on the screen. Right there. The people that have no idea vote. It's scary. Yeah, don't get me wrong. There are some people on the left that are very intelligent, and they hey, they do a good they do a good job, with understanding what's going on. But there's some of them, they just, hey, whatever ABC, NBC, CBS say, they're just gonna go ahead and do. They don't worry about anything else. All right, so let's go with this right here. Okay, so we got two people watching on Rumble right now. This not gonna be a long live stream. I'm just I wish I brought my iPad. My iPad, I could have ran stories and everything like that. Uh I agree with you. I agree with you. The thinking process of the extremes in both parties is wild to me. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm not an extreme. There's a lot of things I do not agree with a lot of right wing Republicans. Are we going to war? Is America isn't yet. Um, America shut down a drone for Israel. We did get this story a while ago. So we America isn't going to war yet. Could this lead to World War III? Yeah, I don't want to say we're in it, but Ukraine and Russia is at war. Taiwan is threatened by China, and you have Israel now fighting two wars with Hamas and with the Hamas and with um, I can't. I'm trying to think. With Iran. So, do I need to suit up? Hey, if you got the Second Amendment right to hold your firearm, sir. So go ahead. Let's see. Let's see. Um, I'm not reading nothing. Anyway, so let's see. Homeschool historian. Iran, LOL. I don't know what you mean by that. If that's your view on it. I was homeschooled too, by the way. I'm just letting you know. All right. So I'm trying to let's see. I'm trying to get some more thoughts on this. It just, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. The first time when I first saw this, I said it was time to pray, and that's what we did. I went ahead and prayed and asked the Lord for help for Israel to help him with this. And look, Israel had a bad year. They started off 20 they ended 2023 with an attack. It's Israel's having a bad year. I did hear that they moved Benjamin Netanyahu, the prime minister, and his war cabinet to somewhere. Um, I'm not getting no breaking news at the moment on my computer. It will give me breaking news, and I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything at all on that. So, we're not, let me just type up Israel news. Let's see. Let's go ahead and, Israel's news today. Iran launches drone towards Israel in retaliating attack. That's the Washington Post. Um, explosion scene over parts of Jerusalem. Air sirens are activated. That's from NBC News. See all my people that are on the left. I'm quoting other sources besides Fox News. Are you aware of your Republicans doing in the House? Yeah, it is sickening. It's sickening to me. If you're talking about the Pfizer stuff, it's stupid. I don't they shouldn't be doing that. Let's go ahead and see. I want to go ahead and pull NBC News. Let's pull that right here because they're having live reports. Jerusalem, the dark skies above old city of Jerusalem lit up tonight with orange flashes of rocket fire as air raid sirens ring out across the city. That's what's going on right now. Israel, U.S. Officials say. So this is from again from NBC News. Um, it's gonna be a long night in Israel. Okay, so let's see what's going on with this. All right, just had to close that out. Oh, let's see. Okay, things are happening in Israel, guys. Man. Okay. Vote blue, brother. I'm sorry, I'm voting red. I'm not. And see, I like homeschool historian. By your tone, I like you. Okay, you're voting blue, and you tell me you vote blue, and I'm telling you I'm voting red, and we go ahead and we can talk. We can go ahead and talk. I love talking to people that don't criticize me. Oh, let's see. Uh, all right, D Block, you talking about Louisiana Republicans, and you said yet you consider yourself a Republican. I do consider myself a Republican, but well, I'm a registered Republican. I'm more of a conservative. There's a big difference. Vote blue. Nope, I'm good. I'm not gonna vote blue. I'm gonna vote. Look, think about it. You telling me to vote blue? All right. Gas prices are on the rise right now. Inflation for the third month has risen up. After Biden previously raised it up to 9, brought it down and said, hey, now it's staying down. Now wants to go bring it back up. You also, the economy is not in a great shape. We have a border where over 10 million people have crossed over. I just want to ask you a question. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? And if your question is yes, you've been living under a rock. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just being honest. This stuff takes time, man. I understand stuff takes time, but anyway. But no, so you say the economy is doing well. Where? Where? The jobs report? Well, we got a report the other day, I think from Fox News. Oh, wait, we just had video emerge of Iranian missiles intercepted over Jerusalem. That is Fox News breaking at the moment. You say the economy, you saying jobs. Well, a lot of that is illegal immigrant jobs, and you also have a lot of, still recovering from COVID. It's funny how the left never show you past 2020. They always say, "Look at 2020, it took a big dip, and it's all, oh my goodness, under Trump's last year it was all bad." Oh, yeah, they forget about the COVID-19 uh, pandemic. Facts are not fiction. No, my facts do. My facts are there. I'm telling you numbers that are from the U.S. Department of Labor. I'm quoting you Department Homeland Security. I'm quoting you all this stuff, man. You can't just tell me I'm lying. Numbers don't lie. The only thing that's going up in the economy right now is jobs. And I always ask the question: how many of those jobs as well are part-time jobs? Because that's in the numbers too. The latest numbers show that it's a lot of part-time jobs. People that have 2 or 3 jobs. So immigrants don't contribute to the economy. Well, they do, but they don't pay taxes. They also use a lot of our tax stuff that are here. So, do they contribute to the economy? And I don't know. I'm a hairstylist making 6 figures. Good for you. Good for you, Miss Liz. All right, we got off my topic. This is what I know. This is what I like about TikTok, and this is why I started putting podcast numbers on when I do TikTok live because yeah, people. I don't even look at TikTok live in person when I'm trying to record. It throws me off because of stuff like this. Anyway, um, yeah. So we just had. So who are you for? Okay. So to be a little more clear, is that president or Congress or what you asking about? Because you just asked, so who you for? Because look, me personally, I'm for Jesus Christ. I love Jesus. He's my Lord and He's my Savior, and He does everything. He does everything perfect. So, so who are you for? Please be a little more clarity on the question. W Lovejoy, are you still in the chat? I wanna know. I saw a text message from you, but you look like you're doing all right. Look at the belt line. Ha ha ha. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am big. I'm big. Okay. Now, if you're a liberal and you're saying that, remember there's something called fat shaming that you condemn. President, I am for President Donald Trump. Biden policies have not worked in America. We are in a lot more trouble than what we have been, and I don't trust Biden's policy. I've looked at RFK as well. Um, I don't think RFK is a good choice for America. He has some good policies and some good ideas, but at the end of the day, he's a left winger. He's on the left, and he does a lot of things. He does a lot of things that disagrees with me. How do you think Republicans will do better? Well, first off, I don't put my faith or trust in a political party. I criticize a lot of the Republicans. If you watch my show, The Cajun Conservative, or listen to my show, The Cajun Conservative podcast, you can go ahead and listen to my thoughts. I criticize Mike Johnson. I criticize Marjorie Taylor Greene. I criticize a lot of Republicans. First of all, a political party will not fix this country. On a even a better note, Donald Trump will not fix this country. Okay, Donald Trump might make it better. That's an argument you can have, but to fix all the problems in America, we need have the left and the right part of the establishment, it's not gonna make it better. But I think Donald Trump is better on that. Going back to the Republicans, they have the 4 years of Trump were absolutely amazing, and he did fix this country. Now, all people on the left would say, "Oh, he's a big bad orange man. He texts weird. He went ahead." I'm gonna be honest with you. I would take a meat tweet right now for a better economy. I'm just saying. Okay, did you lose a bet? No, I did not lose a bet. I do this on a regular basis. So, enjoy difference of opinion. I enjoy difference of opinion. I love having conversation. If you, probably a lot of people on the left will know, Liberal Trucker. I've had Liberal Trucker on this show already, and we talked. Okay, so W Lovejoy, oh, yeah, glad you're still here. Glad you're still here. Share the show with your friends. RFK will split the vote. Electric vote will fail. That is a possibility, especially would, um if RFK would go ahead and win a state. Now, right now, he's only on the ballot in Utah. He's fighting to get on the ballot on other states. If he goes ahead and wins Utah, it really messed up the electoral college. Um, Also, if RFK, if somebody don't get the majority, I think 270. If they don't get the 270, excuse me, electoral votes, it goes to Congress. And right now, the Republican Party only have a one vote majority, one vote. If another Republican will resign, it could throw the House into shambles and chaos. So that is RFK ain't winning. I'm not gonna quote the word, but I don't think he's gonna win either. I'm not sitting here and endorsing RFK. I'm not doing that. I don't like I said, RFK at the end of the day is a liberal. And I don't think he's gonna win anything either. Now, does he make an impact in the election? I believe he does. Good or bad, whatever want to say. Rumble just went ahead and said Donald Trump is speaking in Pennsylvania. What college did you graduate from? No. Now I know if you're leftist, you're going to use that against me, but I did not graduate from a college. I was homeschooled, and I got honors when I graduated. I didn't feel the need to go to college. I didn't want to go to college. I drive a dump truck. I did not need a college degree for a dump truck, which I did have to do a lot of paperwork and a lot of training to get it, but I got it. I'm a trucker. I drive trucks for a living. And I don't need that. Utah is a Republican state, so what good is that for Trump? Well, it really depends. Like I said, if he wins, so I hear both the arguments that RFK is going to take votes away from Donald Trump, and some say he's going to take away from Joe Biden. It could be both. And it's just I'm a leftist. Don't think non-college education is bad. Now, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the other person that said, "What a shock! You don't need to go to college." I was talking to him. You don't need no book learning. Um, I don't know. Okay, like I said, I always need book learning. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got tons of books here. And this is the main book, and this is my big one. I don't read this one too much, but this is the one I read, the Bible. I read it all the time. I've read it through multiple times, and I'm still learning. But I have historical books. I'm fighting with them right now. I'm always reading. I'm always reading. I'm reading. I read all kind of stuff. I would never vote for Trump. That is your point. That's your point. That is your choice. You don't have to vote for Donald Trump. If you want to vote for Biden, God bless you. Okay, I say I don't want to vote for Biden. Newsflash: Biden is a conservative. Yeah, and the Pope ain't Catholic. Um, no. So if you don't want to vote for Trump, that is your privilege. Okay, I'm a different type of conservative. When I say I stand up for the Constitution, I stand up for the Constitution. I might not agree with something, but I stand up for the Constitution. So if you don't want to vote or Donald Trump. That is your right. At the same time, don't criticize other people that don't want to vote your way. Have a discussion. You can agree to disagree, and that's it. Now, and I know we got off the topic with this stuff right here, and because we're still talking about the Iranian War. I haven't got no new updates yet. Um, but if you have a conversation with somebody, be respectful. If you agree to disagree, hey, move on. America don't have that no more. And look, you can go on my YouTube channel. I have a interview what I did with the liberal trucker. He's on this platform on TikTok. I think he's not on Rumble and he's not I don't know if he's on YouTube, but go check him out. And I disagree with him a lot, but guess what? I'll have a conversation with him all day long. I have no respect for Trump supporters. Why? I'm a Trump supporter. You're listening to me and you're getting my opinion. Okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. You can I just said it, you can vote against, Donald Trump. You can vote against, Kennedy. You can vote for Biden. If you wanna vote for Biden, I don't have a problem with that. Vote who you think is, best. If you read the Bible and support Trump, you really don't believe in the Bible. Why? If I support okay, Trump with his abortion stance, I disagree with a lot of stuff, but Donald Trump believes in the Second Amendment. The Bible says if we don't have a sword, we need to go get a sword. Donald Trump believes in pro-life. He don't believe in the slaughtering of unborn children. He has a lot of there's a lot of things I disagree with Donald Trump. I've been on if you've been watching a short period of time, you know I have not I don't like certain things with Donald Trump. But guess what? I will go ahead and say that's not that reading the Bible and voting for Trump, I don't lose my salvation. I won't lose my salvation in that. So speaking about RFK, do you think he splits the electoral college between Biden, college, and Biden wins the popular vote? It depends who RFK attracts more. There is some never Trumpers that might vote for RFK, but there's also a possibility that he gets the vote for take away from Donald Trump. It's possible. Look, the polls have Donald Trump up big right now. Biden is losing voters, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know the outcome until November. Trump needs to win Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and either Virginia or Georgia. He's up in Virginia according to polls. I don't trust polls, but I'm going to vote him because they're there. Uh, he's winning in Michigan. I don't. I think he's winning in Michigan, Minnesota, and Wisconsin as well, and he's winning in Georgia. Virginia, I'm not sure. What would be a bad thing? Who goes by polls? Go vote. I agree. I agree. Hey, okay, Miss Halen, Miss Palmer, Halen Palmer 700. I hope I say your name right. So this is what I'm gonna say about this. Um, you know, I got burned by polls for the last two times, 2020 and 2020, 2020 and 2022. I got burned by polls. Um, but I really I don't go by polls anymore. Can I join your live? Unfortunately, I would let you if it was just TikTok. Unfortunately, we're on YouTube and we're on Rumble, and they would not be able to hear you in our conversation. If we didn't, I'll let you join the live stream. Um, and I understand. I the thing about TikTok is they limit the comment, and it's mine is not behind. That's bull hockey. I never heard that from before. I've heard other things. I've heard, words that can't be said on this platform. Um, but okay, like I said, polls. Biden might be winning, but I don't believe he is. I think we are 8 months away from the election. A little bit is not winning those states. There is a possibility. Okay, again, going back to 2020, they had Trump winning. Trump lost. Okay, and look, okay, you can you can talk about theories you have about the election. But when it comes down to it, Trump lost the election. Okay, so polls got us burned the last couple of times. So, I'll check your YouTube channel. Okay, so YouTube is um, I want to just look at Advocation Conservative. That is my handle for all that. So, but thank you for going to look at it, and even hit the subscribe button, please. What policies does Trump have that you support? His abortion policy. I disagree with him on. I disagree with him on the the 15-week ban that he was signing. And at the other and on the other side of that, hey, he has the right. He said, "Look, it belongs to the state." So we got Christopher that he said he's from TikTok. How you doing, Christopher? Welcome to the Cajun Conservative Show on moving from TikTok to YouTube. So, limit I'm not gonna say the rest of the words. Let's see. Time to go waste time. Hey, waste time on TikTok with me. You just said you disagree with his abortion policy. I agree that he thinks it's a state by state issue. He disagrees with abortion. He don't think it should happen. I agree with him on that. His stance is that they shouldn't be a limit or it shouldn't be by a state's limit. I mean, the federal government shouldn't set a limit. It should be state by state. So this is why I say I agree with it. I don't agree with it. See, Roe v. Wade was out of courts, which was illegal. Then now, if the states would go ahead and pass a 15-week abortion ban, the states would have to go with it. The only problem with that is the whole conservative fight before Roe v. Wade was overturned was, oh, let's bring it back to the state. So you're saying, well, all right, let's get it to the states so we can ban it again. We fought long to get it back to the states. I wish there was a 15-week abortion ban. At the same time, is it legal? Well, we have to figure that out. Okay. I cannot say that I support Trump on. I support Trump on his border policy. His border policy was amazing. The the migrants were down tremendously, and the numbers of people crossing over the border was through the roof. So, but again, we have Christopher also on here. Also share it with everybody, guys. Um, I'm enjoying this. Doesn't have a Q border policy. Oh, this is not educational. If you don't think it's educational, you can leave. Bye. And look, to be honest with you, I'm not trying to be educational. I'm just trying to give you my opinion of things I'm seeing. I'm not a teacher. I'm an opinionist. Okay, our government shouldn't be able to tell anyone what to do with their own bodies. Our government shouldn't be able to tell anyone what to do with their own bodies. It's kind of funny you're bringing that out. You're saying that the government can't tell people what to do with their own bodies, but a few years ago, they were telling people to get a shot or you would lose your job. Was that the government telling people to do stuff with their own body? And what you actually seen? What did I actually see? Well, okay, you can't leave a comment like that and not tell me what you're talking about. I'm just okay. We are in an era of good versus evil. So many fronts. Even some here at home. Israel is surrounded by evil. I hope they prevail in this fight. I believe they will. The reason I say they will is because Bible prophecy hasn't been fulfilled, and the only one that's going to overtake them is the Antichrist, according to Revelations. And right now, I don't. All right. And what you actually seen at the border? Okay, I haven't been to the border personally, but you see footage of people going. I seen a video the other day of a reporter taking video of people trying to cross over. They go back in the mess. They think they're border patrol, and when they ask, when the reporter started asking questions, the first words out of the immigrants' mouths that were trying to come over, they said, "Why don't you leave us alone? Why you're so racist?" That's the video. That's you can watch that on the internet. Why did they say? Why did they? Hey, let us get in. Why you're so racist? The mainstream media has pushed. If you're against illegal immigrants coming across the border illegally, you're a racist. And no, that's not being a racist. That's just trying to uphold the law. No, well, okay. I've seen it on. Okay, you're trying to twist my words. You probably never been to the border and you don't know what's going on, but you probably watched it on your television screen. When I say I saw what was going on, that's what it is. All right. Christopher wrote, if RFK is electoral eligible, but Biden wins the popular vote and Trump wins due to it going to the House, would that be legitimized his presidency? That's a good question, but it does not delegitimize his presidency, because if you look at the founding fathers and their way that they set up our election, they, um they did it by electoral college vote. That was to ensure that voter fraud would not happen. Okay, but and again, you can have theories and all that, but that's why the electoral college was there, because the popular vote really would determine state by state. That's why in our elections we have state by state elections. It's not one big federal election. It's small elections that tally up to select your president, and they elect representatives to go to Washington and say, "Hey, we want him for president, or we want her for president." So that does not legitimize his presidency if it goes to the House, because the founding fathers, the way they wrote the Constitution and the Electoral College, if it's not a tie, it goes to the House and they pick who the president, or they determine what's going on. There's a whole, and I'm not well versed in it. I studied it a while back, but there's a whole policy that's based on if somebody don't get all the electoral college votes. So that's what's going on. Somebody told me bye. Yay, bye. Um, let's see, Nathan. I think Trump did a pretty good job handling ISIS without leading us into war. I also think he spoke the truth when he called out NATO for not paying their share. Yes, he did do that. And good. Oh, for the love of God. Goodbye. Goodbye. Later, alligator. I don't need to talk to you right now. Anyway, um, that wasn't you. What happened at Brisbane? Oh, that's with the Hunter Biden stuff. I'm getting into all that. All right. So, another question from YouTube. Do you think Republicans would fall in line though and push that vote through? Well, it depends. If another Republican leaves, um, Akeem Jeffries possibly could be the Speaker of the House. Um, and also at the same time, it depends if the Republicans want power or to go ahead and just fall in line with the Democrats and the establishment. The reason I say that, look at 2016 when Donald Trump became president. Before the election, you had Republicans running around. Oh, Hillary Clinton's gonna win. We're gonna have to figure out a way to work with Hillary Clinton, and they didn't. And Donald Trump won. They never had to figure out how to work with Hillary Clinton, but they already threw Trump on the side like they're doing now. And I think there's a lot of never Trumpers still in Congress that would do everything in their power. And there is a theory out there, and this is not my theory. This is Dan Bongino's. Dan Bongino has said that he thinks there's a lot of Republicans that know they want the Democrats in control in case Donald Trump would win, and they're just whole fight with RFK and all that good stuff. And they would the Democrats control the House. Hey, is Donald Trump would not be president of the United States? That is a possibility. All right, double tap the likes. Let's show this agent some love. Yes, please do. Yeah. So what happened in Brisbane? If you're really asking the question, what happened in Brisbane? That is Hunter Biden went ahead and worked for an oil company that had no experience, and they were doing a lot of shady stuff. That's all I'm going to say with this. That's all I'm going to say with that. 2.6 likes. Yay, 2.6 thousand likes. I'm excited. Okay. I mean, that's their choice. That's the point of the electoral college. It is, but the issue with that is they're not okay. You ask the Republicans to fall in line. Normally, you have loyalty to your party. I don't think there's a lot of Republicans that are not loyal to Donald Trump. The only reason they possibly would um look at Trump and say, "Look, we're going to support Trump because of their voting status." But if they just get elected and they don't do this, they're going to hope people forget in 2 years, which they won't. It goes to the same point with Congress, and this was from Republicans, and I was very disappointed with a lot of Republicans on TikTok. They had and said, "Well, we should get rid of TikTok because there's a national security issue with it." Well, start calling and say, "Don't ban TikTok." They got mad that people were calling, and they said, "Well, y'all uneducated. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all." Well, then why the heck did like I said, and I haven't questioned none of my friends that are in politics with this. Every politician, when they're trying to get a bill passed, tell people to call Congress, call the Senate, and call whoever to get this bill passed and show your support. So why is it okay to do that and not do the call stuff with TikTok? Because most of the politicians don't agree with TikTok. And come on, there's 170 million people on TikTok. So, like I said, it depends if they want more power or they just want to go ahead and say, right. If they have some information that we don't know, release information about TikTok. That's a good point. That's a good point. Now we starting to get some questions. Yes, we got reaction on TikTok. We got reaction on YouTube. We got reaction on Rumble. I'm excited. Um, let's see. What do you think? Wait, why do you think Trump switched though? He was against TikTok. Well, you gotta okay. So, and look, this is conversations we're having. Donald Trump wanted to ban TikTok, but TikTok made some arrangements where the data wasn't going to China, it's going to Texas. And Trump said, look, they rerouted their stuff. They did what we asked. Great. It's good. Let's go with it. TikTok made an effort to keep a lot of our information here in the home front. The Democrats, however, and some on the right don't want TikTok because of stuff that I'm doing right now. I'm talking, I'm voicing my opinion. Again, the reason I went on YouTube, Rumble, and TikTok is because that those are the three biggest platforms for me. I don't mess with YouTube. I don't mess with Facebook no more. The reason being because Facebook shoots down everything. I can put a video up on TikTok and get 200 to 300 views on that one video, and I go on Facebook and I don't get no views whatsoever. So that's why I think Donald Trump switched over because TikTok showed that hey, we want to work with them. And look, they said that look, I think they spent like $3 billion to make sure that things are secure for the United States user. So I think that's why Donald Trump left. Okay. Also, okay, this is going up. Also, in case anyone hasn't noticed, the American influence has clearly affected the TikTok flow or information. It's true. A lot of people watching stuff that Americans put out there. They want us to all believe that television pay program tells us. Well, okay, in World War II, there was only 3 major networks in Nazi Germany, and it was controlled by Hitler. Now, I'm not saying that the media is Nazism or anything like that, but the left-leaning media normally hides a lot of information from us, and everybody on these platforms can talk about it. And look, we talked about Hunter Biden. I brought up Hunter Biden a few times in this live stream. The Hunter Biden laptop story was censored by YouTube, was censored by Facebook, was censored by a lot of big media. And guess what? Media is owned by the people that made the Minions. They maybe had a lot of background with that. So yeah, we've been already live an hour. I did not get no new information. I know that the rockets are starting to be shot down, and I'm guessing they didn't send ballistic missiles. The Smith-Mole Act was amended during the Obama administration to legalize propaganda here. You bring that up, I do remember that. I remember that happening. Should we help Israel? I believe we should. I believe we should. First off, because of biblical reasons, the nation that bless Israel will be blessed. That's what the Bible says, and I believe the Bible. On a second note, Israel should be supported by Israel because they are our ally. They are our ally. Now, like I said, YouTube and Rumble viewers, if I'm looking this way, I'm looking at my phone. I have 2 cameras here, 2 monitors here. I'm trying to monitor everything. Christopher, I'm a fellow Christian brother and a liberal. I used to vote Republican, but think the party has lost its vision with God. How do you reconcile Trump's this this plagiarism of immigrants with our faith? Okay, brother, you call yourself a liberal, and I will respect your views on that. But first off, I don't know how you are a liberal if you're a Christian. The reason I'm saying that is because the Bible talks about cherishing life, and it's against abortion. It also the Bible talks about respecting the laws and respecting the laws of the lands, which immigrants are doing wrong. They're crossing over the border, they're coming here illegally. It's hurting our economy. It's hurting our workforce. It's hurting a lot of stuff. Um, but there a lot of liberal, um, viewpoints are not biblical. And if you're a Christian, that's how you're supposed to live life. You're supposed to live it biblically. There's a book, I'm gonna recommend it to you. I read this book. I don't know how familiar you are with Duck Dynasty, and I'm gonna give a free promo code here. Promos. This book, it's an older book. It was written by Phil Robinson. It's called Jesus Politics. And Phil, in this book, went ahead and told us that we shouldn't vote by we should not vote by our feelings. Okay. That's what I look as a Republican, I was doing that. What the Republican Party endorsing, I'm gonna vote for it. That's not how that works. You should vote according to the Bible, your biblical belief. If the Bible's against it, you should vote against it. If the Bible's for it, you should vote for it. And that is the biblical stance of a Christian. So on that point, now, do you think the party has lost his vision with God? Unfortunately, both parties has lost their vision with God. Mike Johnson calls himself a Christian, and Mike Johnson has done a lot of things that I disagreed with. Both parties acknowledge God. And I said this in a sermon this week. There's a difference between saying I believe in God and following God. That's a big difference right there. A big difference. On the last point, how do you look at Trump's disparaging of immigrants with our faith? Okay, if you're a Christian, you're not going to try to break the rules. Right? That's just plain and simple. Now there might be some people that look, it's a better life. We're free. We're leaving to have a better life. I'm not against the people that are coming. I'm against the people like the terrorists that are coming here. I have a news article. I was supposed to report on it, and it's in my notes where there was a known terrorist leader that came across the border, got caught, and the Biden administration let him back on the streets. Got caught again and let him back on the streets again. That's the problem. Those are the people I don't want. I don't want the criminals. I don't want the terrorists. I don't want people like that coming across this nation. There is legal ways to come into this country, and I think they should follow the law. Now, a lot of people use the Trump phrasing certain things. Look, Trump is not a Christian. I've said this. By his work, he's not a Christian. And if Trump watch this by any chance, unfortunately, I would go ahead and say, look, he might be mad at me. But at the same time, I will say this. Trump does push a lot of policies that are more aligned with my feet. But Donald Trump is not the perfect man. He is not the perfect Christian. He's not like I said, I don't think he is a Christian. I'm not judgmental, but do you think Jesus was set up borders? Um, well, Israel had a border. He walked in Israel. You know, I, if you have a nation without Israel, hey, if you have a nation without borders, it's not a nation. Every country has borders, and there's certain laws. Mexico has border policy. Try to go into Mexico, Christopher. I'm just saying. All right, W. Lovejoy. This dude ran around for years as well, imagining the context he made. Warren, if you can clarify a little bit of your comment for me, I would love to dive into this right here. And TikTok is blowing up. Matthew 25, 31 to 46, Ezekiel 13. People are quoting scriptures in here. Okay. Uh, dudes, vote on your own interests and the interests of your family. A lot of people are quoting Matthew 25. This is probably talking about what's going on in Israel right now. And what are you contributing to fix it? Trump blocked Biden from crossing the border, closing the border. No, Trump. Okay, okay. Ronnie, I think Rainey. How did Trump block Biden from closing the border? How? He not the president of the United States. Trump does not have any vote in Congress. How? Sitting behind the microphone in the corner. Yep, that's the only place I can do it. Like Maxine Waters got on the streets and told Liz to beat down anyone who with a red hat or Trump shirt. That is true. That is true. Comments. Israel had borders during Romans occupation. Well, you had territories. You had territories in you had Egypt. You had the modern day Babylon. You not modern day Babylon. Modern day Turkey. That was um, me. you had borders all along there. Israel had a set line of where they had to go. The Roman Empire controlled Israel. They were under their occupation. But, Israel had border lines that they did. Alright. Stop telling me I'm going too long. Yay, now I can stay on TikTok. That's funny. God sent the mind Christians so Christians can fulfill the Great Commission. Uh-oh. Hey, no, to be honest with you, anybody, legal or not legal, if they wanna know about Jesus, I will sit down and talk to them about Jesus. Ezekiel 13. That's from, alright. W Lovejoy from Rumble. That guy you were talking about was in the USA for 1 year. They caught him, released that. Fast forward to today is just getting out. Yeah, okay, now I get what you're saying. Now I get what you're saying. Now I get what you're saying. So, let's go ahead. Do you think our Lord and Savior would put up razor wire? Look, I'm not gonna answer for our Lord and Savior either. Okay, the Lord said, "Love people." But at the same time, the Lord also tells us to follow the laws of the land. Now, okay, I don't know what is the big issue with Texas putting up razor wire with a lot of people. They're trying to protect the border. They're trying to keep 'cause somebody that comes across illegally, they're trying to get in here illegally. They're breaking the law. When they cross over and look, you gotta realize something too. Where the razor wire is they left the border, open on that part, like where the border patrol is. These people are trying to bypass because if they go to the border checkpoint, they probably won't get in, but if they go across and get captured, they have a good chance of staying in because they give them paper and that's it. They give them, "Hey, come to court in 3 years." So, like I said, the razor wire, people see it, "Hey, we're gonna go do it the legal way." Okay? It's the same thing with a fence around your house. Why do you have if you have a fence, I don't know if you have a fence, I'm just saying. Anybody that has a fence around their house, why they put a fence around their house? Well, that's to keep people from coming out. Okay. That's why we have a border wall. That's why we should have a border wall. And we're not trying to keep the bad people out because I mean the good people out, because the good people are gonna do it the legal way. Bad people are gonna try to do it the illegal way. You don't have you don't have speak for Jesus. I'm sure his word says he wouldn't. All right, show me scripture where it will say that. Show me scripture because the Lord has not put border policy in the word. He says to love people, but at the same time, again, look, well, let's even go with this, all right? Israel fought wars when people crossed their borders. And it's all over Kings, it's all over First Chronicles, look, they were going back to their nation and people were trying to throw them out. They had to fight for the nation. They kept people out. And look, and you think about it in a biblical times, when you fought a war and you conquered a territory, that became your territory. That extended your country. Same thing with people that attacked Israel. When Israel went ahead and got attacked and they lost the people, and guess what? They lost territories. They had to pay tribute. That's biblical time. We have really advanced in warfare and society with that. So, all right. Well, okay, guys. So God has a border to keep mega out of. Well, hold on. So you making a joke? You're making a joke. I'm gonna tell you this: the Lord has a closed border policy, and you have to use certain restrictions to get in. So, Christopher, finally, all of you. Okay, Peter 3:88. I didn't know Peter 3 had 88 verses. Okay. Finally, all of you be like-minded, be sincere, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Who is Peter talking to? Okay, let's look up context. If you're going to talk about scripture, we're going to look up context. Peter is talking to the believers. He is not talking about border policy. He's talking about being finally all of you like-minded. Hey, be in the mind of Christ. Be sympathetic. Hey, love one another and be compassionate and humble. Okay, if you see somebody in need, you do that. But at the same time, we should not take that verse out of context and say, "Well, oh, we should have an open border policy. Everybody come on in if you want." And then when our borders, well, when our country is going to be a mess like it is now with 10 million unregistered, undocumented people, as Biden would say, guess what? You're gonna have the issues we're having now. So that scripture is out of context. You're quoting that scripture out of context. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and there's a lot of scripture going on in the TikTok chat. But with that being said, no new news happened. I wanted to give my opinion of what happened tonight. I hope I did it well, and I know we chased rabbits, but guess what, guys? I love you guys. I love ladies and gentlemen all alike. Christopher, thank you for joining that. Love, joy. Thank you, as always, for joining the Rumble. We've had a few people, and we got. I know I titled this Israel-Iran War, and that's what I was going to talk about. I'm going to dive a little bit more into it on the podcast on Monday. A couple of days to look at everything that's going on. TikTok, please go ahead and share. Yeah, 4,400 likes. Excuse me. And I know we're not a lot of people now, but we had close to 250 people on earlier, and that's good. If you can, please like, please share, tell your friends about this show. Love you guys. See you next time on the Asian Conservative Show. Check out the podcast on Monday morning or Monday afternoon. Unfortunately, my is just out of whack. Trying to work on that right now. So God bless you. God keep you. God make God's face shine upon you, all my good friends and people that are watching the show. Until next time, be blessed, be encouraged. You have a good one.